What's up, everybody? Sorry about that. It's week 12 of the NFL season. Let's get going. First off, you have Buffalo Bills taking on Houston Texans. Texans 2-0 with Davis Mills playing because, um, you know, um, Stroud is still out with the concussion. This could be a tough game for Buffalo because Houston's defense, but give me Buffalo to win this game. I think Josh Allen will be able to be a little too much for Houston's defense to handle. Okay. Then you got the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Chicago Bears. Steelers, man, beating Cincinnati, but losing Aaron Rodgers in that game. But I don't know if Rodgers will miss any time or not because he has the injured wrist. He might play this week. I don't know if he will. I mean, this could be a tough game. Chicago has been surprisingly good this season. I'm going to say, depending on how it goes, give me Chicago to win. If Rodgers plays, maybe Steelers could win, but I'm just going to go based off of him not playing. And even if he does play, Chicago might still be able to win. So give me Chicago to win that game. Then you got another surprise team, the New England Patriots, who lead the AFC East, taking on, well, the 3-7 Bengals. The Bengals still have not figured out their defense. Still a horrible defense. New England playing awfully hot. Give me New England to win this game. Then you got the New York Giants taking on the Detroit Lions. Lions coming off a tough game against the Eagles. The Giants, well, they're the Giants. They had Winston start last week and it made no difference. This week, I don't know what's going on with Jackson Dart. I don't know if he's going to play. And even if he does, I don't think Detroit loses to the Giants. So whoever the quarterback gets for the Giants, Detroit will win. Then you got the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. The Packers coming off a tough game where they won right? I don't know. I could be wrong. I forget. But it does. No, I'm kidding. They lost Josh Jacobs. Oh, yeah, they won. They lost Josh Jacobs. I don't know if he's out for a while or how long he is. He injured his leg. Jordan Love has kind of been struggling lately. Even though his stats, he only has 3 interceptions, almost 2,500 yards. 15 touchdowns, not bad, but the Packers offense has not been playing very well lately. They're, of course, without Tucker Kraft. They're taking on a Minnesota team that, man, they struggled with turnovers last week. Give me Green Bay to win. And then you got the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Tennessee Titans. The Seahawks coming off a close loss to the Rams in a game where Sam Darnold threw 4 interceptions. Sam Darnold looked like he did not know what he was doing out there. The Seahawks looked like they were going to get blown out. Their doors blown off by the Rams. And they magically somehow hung around and they still almost won. they missed a 61-yard field goal that would have won the game. Even though Darnold threw a pick, 4 of them, they still almost won. They're taking on a Tennessee team that I don't even know if Tennessee's even out there. Tennessee is just a bad team. So give me the Seahawks to win very easy against the Titans. And then, man, you got this game in. You got the Indianapolis Colts coming off a bye, traveling to Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs, who lost the game at a field goal against Denver. The Chiefs have not looked very good this season. Some weeks you're like, oh, maybe they're back because they had been winning a couple in a row and it looked like maybe they were starting to get guys back enough for them to start winning, and then they lose a close game. They're taking on a Colts team that started red hot and still is. They have looked kind of average the last 2 games that they played. But they got Jonathan Taylor, who's running outstanding MVP candidate for sure. Before you know it, I did not stutter. Well, maybe I sounded like I did, but you know what? Who cares? Give me the Chiefs at home, though. I think the Chiefs' defense will be able to contain Daniel Jones a little more. And I don't know if Jonathan Taylor will be able to run it efficient against the Chiefs' defense. However, he could. If he has a huge day again, I could see them winning. But I'm just going to go with the Chiefs to win. Then you got the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New York Jets. Wow. The Jets are going to start Tyrod Taylor this week. They benched Justin Fields. That could be his last game with the Jets. Who knows? They'll probably move on from him. They aren't getting what they probably thought they were. And they're going up against a Baltimore team that had been on fire. Started 1-5. They are now 5-5. What a streak. They're coming in hot. So give me Baltimore to win this game and win it pretty convincingly. Then, oh boy, I bet everybody's excited for this game. You got the Cleveland Browns taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Boy, the Raiders got manhandled by Dallas. Geno Smith was running for his life a lot of the time. He took some sacks, and Ballard was probably one of the main bright spots. And Trey Tucker, right? But Ashton Jeanty, he could not run the ball at all. The offensive line does not know how to block. And they're taking on a Browns team that, well, they're not very good offensively either. They are good on defense. They played tough against Baltimore. Shedeur Sanders came in because Dillon Gabriel got knocked out of the game. I don't know who's going to start for them. But I think, you know what? I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns to get the win here. I think, yes, battle of 2-18, but I think Cleveland's defense will be able to make life difficult for Geno Smith. And, yeah, give me the Browns to win in an exciting game, right? And then you got the Jacksonville Jaguars going to face Arizona Cardinals. Wow, the Cardinals, after their win against Dallas, they come around and turn around and lose to the 49ers. Jacksonville, coming off a comeback or no, a big win against the Chargers. What a good win for them. They're traveling to take on a Arizona team that has shown flashes with McBride, Trey McBride, and even with um, the quarterback, not Murray, Brissett. He has shown some flashes, but I think Jacksonville wins this game. I think Jacksonville defense will stop them. And then Travis Etienne has been playing very good lately. And if they get Brian Thomas back, that's going to make them even more difficult for Arizona. I don't know if Marvin Harrison will play or not. We know Murray won't, but so give me Jacksonville. And then you got an NFC East matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Man, what a shootout this could be. Well, Dallas, high powered, scoring 33 on the Las Vegas Raiders. They're taking on a Philly team that the offense may not be playing as well, but the defense has been shutting teams down. It's in Dallas. Eagles are 4-1 on the road. So, with that being said, I think give me Philly to win in a close game. I think maybe Philly's offense will start rolling in this game. Get AJ Brown more targets. They started to do it against Detroit. He had a good game against Detroit. He got a lot more targets than normal than he had in a while. And then Devontae Smith didn't really do anything much in that, but it did not really matter. The defense did good, forcing some turnovers, getting some sacks. I think they could do the same to Dallas. Pickens, it could be a shootout though. It could be high scoring though, because Dallas's offense has been pretty high powered late. Pickens has been playing out of his mind. He could have another huge game. I think A.J. Brown could get going, and maybe Devontae Smith as well. So give me Eagles to win in a close game. And then, you got the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. Well, Falcon season's probably over. They just got the bad news that maybe Penix is out for the season. And Drake London, I believe, is not going to play this game. The Saints have been pretty bad, though. The Falcons lost again to Carolina. They were playing good, and then their defense gave it up late. They couldn't do anything later. What a tough season for them. Their coaching staff has not been very good. They ran the ball pretty well with Bijan, and I don't know how they rebound in this game. They got Kirk Cousins going to be starting, so that's another bad thing. But because the Saints are so bad, give me the Falcons to win this game. They'll win. Captain Kirk coming to the rescue for the Atlanta Falcons. Alright. Then you got a good game on Sunday night. You got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the LA Rams. Man, the LA Rams have been on fire. They beat the Seahawks in a tough game that ended closer than it looked like it would. Stafford did not have 4 touchdowns this time, but they found a way to win. They are taking on a Bucs team that has lost 2 in a row. They lost to Detroit, right? They lost to, maybe that was earlier, but they just lost to a good team. But they're traveling to take on the Rams. Give me the Rams in this game. It's going to be a good game, probably another shootout, but I think in the end, the Rams will be able to win. And then finally, you got the Carolina Panthers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Those 49ers won easy in Brock Purdy's return. The Carolina Panthers, for some reason, Bryce Young likes to play the Falcons. Because I have no idea. Against other teams, he's kind of mediocre, middle of the road. But against the Falcons, he looks like an MVP type guy. I have no idea why that is. It boggles my mind. And they're taking on a 49ers team that has still been, injured, but McCaffrey's been doing pretty good lately. Dowdle had been doing good, but he's kind of cooled down a little bit. Carolina's still going to be a tough game, but give me the 49ers at home to win the game. And there you have it, folks. Week 12 NFL.